Hello, YouTubers. This is Tia from Musings of a Mystic, and that lighting sucks. And I'm back with another pick a card, pick a deck style reading. Today's reading is like for just what's coming towards you guys the next 3 months. We're gonna see what comes up instead of really like making it a certain focus. So say, instead of having such a hard time talking, instead of just saying like, oh, it's a money reading, it's going to be like a general reading that picks up on the most important thing that you need to know about in your life. So why don't we just go from there? All right. So the Empress is number one, number two, number three. If you guys need more time, pause the video and I'll be here when you get back. Please remember, these are not personal readings. These are collective readings. These are not personal readings. And if you need a personal reading that only resonates with you, excuse me, you can contact me through email. And I'll get back to you as soon as possible. I thank you guys who have bought readings. I appreciate that. I also appreciate you guys who have liked, shared, and subscribed. We are at 2,000, a little bit over 2,000 subscribers now, which is really cool. With all that being said, I appreciate you guys, I really do, and we're gonna go ahead and get into deck number one. And we're gonna move, I think I'm gonna put that on there upside down. Nope, that's right. We're gonna move three and two over here. And we're gonna focus on number one. That was just the top card that I pulled off, so it's not like the anchor or anything for the reading. It's just a card that I pulled off the top so you guys could see the difference, because I do have two Waite tarot decks over here. But anyway, if you missed it in the intro, I appreciate you guys who've liked, shared, subscribed, tipped, donated, and commented. I also would like to remind you this is not a personal reading. It will not resonate with everyone, and that's okay. Oh my God. Please remember that it won't resonate with everyone. And if you need a personal reading, my information is down below. But we're going to see what is coming towards you guys the next 3 months. So this will put you in the middle of September. But I mean, it's an evergreen reading, so evergreen meaning you can watch it whenever. It'll apply whenever you find it. Hierophant. Oh, Seven of Swords. I need 8 Pentacles. Oh, look at that. And at the bottom of the deck is 10 of Swords. So you got two challenging cards here with a card of like conventional stuff. Like this could be a job, a government official, or a governmental type situation. Like the Hierophant is someone or something that is very conventional, traditional. I mean, it can indicate marriages. Like this person is like the Pope, and it could be marrying these two people down here. So some challenges, very heavy challenges regarding a conventional type thing. It could be well, why don't we just clarify the card and see exactly what it is for most of you. Let's clarify the Hierophant. Chariot. Queen of Swords can indicate a single woman. Page of Swords, you might be dealing with a child. It could be a family thing where, or just difficult words. but it doesn't really tell me. Let me just peek. Waiting and watching. Okay, so you've got Pentacles coming out, but you've also got the Home card. So you might have something that disrupts your home, because it looks like a regular. It looks like you're going along like your regular life, and for some of you, this is a job because you got two cards of work, which is the Three of Pentacles, which is about these people are working together. They're also, I always see them as working on a project together. And you've also got this card, which indicates things working. He's working, right? So you've got these Pentacle cards, two indicating cards of work that came out on top of the Hierophant. So this, for you guys, can indicate like a financial, it could be a business loan, right? Or a boss. The Hierophant can indicate like a boss, or a job, or a company, something like that. And the Queen of Wands can also indicate somebody. Oh, I'm sorry, the Queen of Swords can also indicate somebody who's like a lawyer. So this could be a legal issue regarding work. Some of you guys might have actually had a car crash too. Um, I'm not predicting that you will have one. Well, no, 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 no. Some of you might have had a car crash in the 3 months, and you're dealing with the fallout from that. So you're like communicating with your lawyer, which is a conventional institution. This is going to indicate a car. Chariot can indicate a car. I'm just feeling car, like car, like going in your car. So you might be like, and you've also got the Seven of Pentacles, which is like waiting and watching. So you might be like stuck at home because you also have the Home card, waiting on communication from your lawyer about your car crash to see if you're going to get, you know, that that financial stability from that car crash, that accident. And whoever you're dealing with is like really trying to not give you that full on support that you need. I really don't know why I keep doing this with my alarms on. I don't know. But anyway, I want to clarify the Seven of Swords to see just exactly what it's referring to, because this guy's looking back at this man who was working. It's like maybe this person wasn't paying attention when they ran into you. My cards look so messy. More pentacles. Yeah. So this person's giving someone something else. Like some people say, oh, it's equal give and take. This is not. Who was equal here? No one. Okay? This man is standing up. People are down here kneeling. He's giving them coins. Like, and it's not even a whole lot of coins here. It's just like, oh, I'm gonna give you a little bit. I'm gonna try and sneak around and give you a little bit. I don't want to give you everything. I don't want to give you everything. I just want to give you a little bit of something. Yeah. And there goes that. Yeah, somebody's trying to be sneaky and not give the full amount. They want to, especially if you guys are like trying to get like severance or something from a job, or a payout from a car crash, um, or an accident. Like this person's not gonna try and not give you everything that you deserve. They're gonna try and like, oh, I see that you're in this disadvantaged position. So I'm gonna try and take advantage of that and make you think I'm trying to balance things out, make you think that I'm gonna give you what you deserve. But in the end, I'm secretly trying to get away with fucking you over. So, and this could also indicate the US government. Like, I keep getting that in these readings, because we are going through this pandemic right now. Right now, we're like all stuck inside. We're all like having a horrible time. And yeah, somebody's trying to win. That was at the bottom of the deck. And we're having this hard time here. And our US elected, taxpayer paid government officials are trying to fuck us over by saying, "Oh, you'll be fine. We don't have to give you this, universal income, no universal health care. You basically have to pull yourself up by your own bootstraps and do it with the smile, especially if you're a minority in this country." But let me get off my soapbox. Yeah, I feel like somebody here is really seriously trying to get away with something. If you are involved in some kind of personal injury, I really need to fix that, but I don't have it in me to do it right now. If you're involved in some kind of personal injury case, I see this kind of as they're not trying to give you all that you deserve. Your lawyer also might not be doing exactly what you need them to. So make sure you have the right lawyer. Make sure you have the right lawyer who's going to take care of your needs. This can also indicate a spy. So if you're on social media and you're like doing able bodied things because you feel good that day, don't post that on social media. Be very careful not to post, if I mean, I'm not saying that you're not injured, but if you have an injury case, people might be kind of sneaking around trying to see and make sure that you are really injured like you say you are, and um that can lead to them not giving you what you deserve because they feel like you're not really as injured as you say you are, I'm going to clarify the Eight of Pentacles, and then I think I'm going to close this reading out. What the fuck? You got a pair here. So, the page of, oops, the Temperance card. So it's like in the end, everything works out. This is not the Eight of Pentacles. This is my everything is gonna work out kind of card. These cards are old. Like this is my first deck, so please excuse the 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 wear. But anyway, this is my things are working out card. You might also have to get creative to make things work out. This could also is starting to turn out to look like a family thing where you have to kind of mix your old life and your new life together to come into a place where you're healed or you're feeling like you're being healed. So I feel like that somebody's trying to fuck you over or do something shady, um, but in the end, things work out for you. There's this underlying energy of being betrayed. This underlying energy of feeling like there's some bullshit going on, like somebody's trying to get you or fuck you over. But in the end, you have this beautiful outcome where you've got this things working out for you, things just going well and going in your favor. So that is super beautiful, and the reason why this is starting to look like a freaking family thing or a love thing. I don't have any indicators of love. Well, no, no, not love. I have like commitment and conventional situations because we got the Hierophant card, the home card, but I don't have like the Two of Cups or anything like that, right? So, or the Lovers or anything like that. So what I've got here are two people who are like trying to be logical. This theme of this reading is the Hierophant card, which is cold and elevated, out of reach, out of like something like you can't hold the Pope or you're gonna get shot. You can't like get close to the Pope or somebody like that, right? You can't really get close emotionally to your boss. You can't, you know what I mean? Like you can't. It's not warm. The Hierophant is not warm. The Hierophant is a very cold, detached kind of person. So, what it looks like here, if you're dealing with like a divorce or a family separating or just some bullshit. Some of this bullshit right here, it's like in the end things work out for you. And you got another page here. This is a softer, kinder, more emotional page. It's like you, I feel like you get something. Like you get excuse me, the beginnings of something. Like I don't see you getting all that you want. But I feel like you do get some kind of you do get something that is positive. It works out for you in the end, but it's not like you get everything and it's just glorious and all this other good stuff. I just see like you getting an offer of something, you get an offer of a cup. Like if somebody stuck out on you and end your relationship, um, in the end you guys like work on it and like there is healing. Maybe you guys talk and you get an apology with the Page of Cups and things work out, right? If it's a going back to the car crash situation, the you get like a little bit of something that gives you relief, like you get some money, but not like you don't get $1 million. Like you might get, a couple thousand or a few thousand or a few 100,000 depending on whatever the injury case is. Um, there's a lot of elements of secrecy here. This looks like some drama. Yes, I fixed it. Okay. So I fixed it, so we shouldn't have that interruption anymore. But anyway, yeah, this looks like basically having like either somebody lie to you about something conventional, step out on a relationship, somebody trying to get out of paying you what you're owed and what you do, but in the end you get a little something, things work out, but it's not like, a massive, huge settlement. It's just like you probably get enough to feel like you've gotten something and it's enough to move forward. If that makes any sense, like that was so vague, but I'm gonna go ahead and close this one out because this is getting to be like 20 minutes. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, tip, donate, comment if you guys need more personal, a more personal reading that only resonates with you. You may contact me through email and I'll get back to you guys as soon as possible. Otherwise, I hope to see you guys in the next video. Be safe, be well, and bye for now. Deck number 2. We're just coming toward you guys the next 3 months. The next 3 months. Please remember these are not personal readings. They will not resonate with everyone, and that is okay. No big deal. Just means the reading is for somebody else today. And if you guys need a personal reading that only resonates with you, you may contact me through email, and I'll get back to you as soon as I possibly can. What is coming towards you guys the next 3 months? Page of Pentacles. 6 of Pentacles. And the Page of Cups. Interesting. And the Death card. You guys might be starting over. You can be dealing with a excuse me. You could be dealing with an air sign or a water sign, especially a Scorpio. It's a card of Scorpio. Looks like 2 young people here, kind of going through a transformation. Like one giving something to the other one. It's very interesting how they're both like leaning down and in. They're both leaning. Let's see, so I can do this right, so you guys can see. Because it's like this. They're both leaning down and in. I so super thought I fixed that. I'm sorry. Um, but they're leaning in and down and toward this 6 of Pentacles here, which to me is not equal give and take. It's unequal give. And you get what I give you, basically, right? Because he's up here with these coins, and he's giving it to these people, and they're like, beggars can't be choosers. So they're getting whatever he gives them. It's not like, oh, it's equal give and take. That's some bullshit to me. Just because the scale is there doesn't mean it's equal. The scale sometimes is also unbalanced, But anyway, so these two are leaning in and down and toward this coin card in the middle, which is very interesting. Um, so there's the focus. The focus is down on the middle card. I'm gonna need some clarification. I want to clarify the page. These pages, because they're kind of confusing. There could be people, there could be messages, there could be offers. So communication, we have to figure out what they are. So the page of pentacles first, please. Okay, so that came out, and I decided to turn around. So I don't do reversals unless they come out like that. Like if they come out and they do some weird bullshit where they twist and turn, then I take them as reversed. The Eight of Swords and the Nine of Swords. The plot thickens, my friends. Four swords at the bottom. Okay. Page of Cups. This is not making any fucking sense. What the hell? Let me look at it for a second. We're clarifying the Page of Pentacles with the reversed Strength card, the Eight of Swords, the Nine of Swords, and the Four of Swords. So that's all like, this looks like somebody's ego. Because the sword cards are air cards, and the air cards are mental. Like it's a very, you can't touch your thoughts unless you manifest your thoughts into, that's interesting, manifest your thoughts into actual, real life, right? So like if you're wishing for something, it's just a thought, unless you're taking action, right? So those things are clarifying this Page of Pentacles, which can indicate a person. I'm starting to feel like for some reason it's a check. This just got, okay. So this kind of reminds me of the first reading where I was talking about the government and how the U.S. government is not trying to help the people at all. They're trying to help the businesses, the hospitals, and like Kanye West apparently took some money from the PPP program. Like big businesses that don't really care about the little person, right? Even though they need us to do their work for them so they can make money. They are not trying to take care of the small people, right? So it's like small people worrying over this issue, but they receive a little bit of something, but it's not enough. It's like, okay, now I've got this little bit of a coin. Now I can size, my fish is still gonna get away, but and it's gonna be an emotional thing too. It's like, it looks like getting a check, but it's like a little pansy, like wispy, like not, it's not enough. It's an element of greed. This always reminds me of greed. This clarifying the Page of Cups, along with the Hermit card and the Seven of Wands. The fuck is this shit? Like, this is not. This is just strange, a strange looking reading. But anyway, if this is between two people, we have one person who's defensive, who is emotional, and potentially gritty, like somebody who's like childish, kind of. Could be a Virgo with the Hermit card here, or a water sign. Definitely a water sign like Scorpio, because you got the Scorpio card with the water person. So you might be dealing with a Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, Virgo here. And this person on this side is very introspective right now. Maybe they did some bullshit before in the past, and they were greedy, they were mean, they were defensive, they had their walls up, and they were keeping all of their stuff on the inside. And now they're thinking about all the bullshit they did. Now that their fish has escaped, right? They're, oh shit, this person got away. My fish is escaping, and I should probably apologize for that stuff that I did. And they're trying to like remanifest the situation because they're focusing on this is the Pentacles, right? So they want transformation here. And this other person, they seem like they've tamed their ego. They've cut themselves loose, right? Because we've got the 8 and the 9, where there's a person here who's trapped, and then there's this lady over here who is fighting her demon. So it's kind of like you get some kind of information. Maybe you quell your own ego. You get your own bullshit together, right? You're like, I am a motherfucker, and you like you go through a period of healing where you see your own bullshit. You've grown up. You're more mature. Like I feel the Page of Pentacles is more mature than the Page of Cups, just because emotions are, they make you stupid. And when you're like an earth sign, or maybe not earth sign, like if you're earthy and stable and you um, are observant of your own self, you can see your own bullshit and say, okay, so my ego caused this, that, and this. I'm petty. I can be mean. I can say some bullshit. You know, I can, when I'm hurt, I'm defensive. And you can see that stuff for yourself, and you know that's within you. And you see your own demon here. And you're like, okay, so now I'm armed with knowledge. So I can fight my demon and win. Like, but these two people are kind of like, I feel like one is more elevated than the other one is, but they're like are hovering around the same energy. So it's like you guys like come back together in um it's weird because I see this Page of Cups as a child or a childish person, but the Page of Pentacles I see as an older person with more maturity, coming to the table with more than just a fucking cup with a fish in it, right? So this person's got more to offer. This person has less to offer, and they're coming together trying to negotiate something that's probably not going to be fulfilling for either person, which is weird. Um, you could also be dealing with a Leo. You could be also dealing with a Leo here. So I've got Leo, Scorpio, Virgo, Cancer, Pisces, and also Capricorn, Taurus, or Capricorn, Taurus, or the other stuff, the other Earth sign. What is it? Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. What the fuck, Tia? Anyway, sorry. I just want to see if I can get like a couple more cards to clarify the situation. Looks like both parties are doing a lot of thinking and a lot of, oh, look at that. Someone here is trying to manifest, but it's like weird because their manifestation is kind of coming out spotty. The Knight of Wands, I wanted to say swords, the Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Pentacles. So I feel like you're talking to somebody about money, negotiating with somebody about maybe emotional stuff, because it really, I guess what I'm seeing here now is kind of like a relationship where these two people kind of came apart. The Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords kind of came apart. I kind of see this as like going in and out, like going in and out like a flame. Um, so I kind of feel like now this is like a negotiation, and these are the offers on the table. But the negotiation between these two people is not. It's it's not equal give and take. It's not fair. What it is like I'm gonna offer you something, and you are gonna have to figure out if you want to take it or not, basically. And neither one is really willing to give full on like what the other one deserves. So because one party is greedy and selfish and defensive, and the other party is more elevated. Um, so they've tamed their ego here, kind of. Well, this person is supposed to have a bruised ego, like a damaged ego that makes them less. They feel less um, worthy than the other party. So it's like, but this person is they know what their bullshit is, they understand it, and they're dealing with it. This person over here is like they're doing a lot of thinking, but they're not like putting it out on the table yet. So it's like two parties come together. They're offering what they can offer, but it's not the full on amount. It's not what's needed. It's not the full on. It's not. What am I trying to say? Like it's not. It's not necessarily fair. It's not going to be enough, basically. So, this could be. I feel like this is. I'm getting just like a straight up fucking governmental situation where like the Republicans and the Democrats come together and they're trying to negotiate, and they come up with the plan that doesn't really help the people that much, but it helps them a little bit. Kind of like that. I'm getting like this this reading for the U.S. government. This whole all the three of these piles, right? But anyway, in relationships, it's like you guys came apart, and now with the time to think, both parties are like, oh shit, like I realized what I did, and one party is more willing to be honest with themselves than the other party. The other party is like thinking and thinking and thinking. The other party is like, oh, yeah, I did this shit and I'm starting to heal from it. And then both come together and negotiate. Like especially if it's a divorce, you have to negotiate who's getting the stuff, right? Who's getting this and that. If it's in a work situation, you're not gonna get your full pay that you had before. Like if you were furloughed, you're not gonna get your full pay. And this would also be navigating the world now that the shit has changed, right? Because now it's never gonna be the same, It's never gonna be the same again. But anyway, with that being said, I really hope that made some sense to you guys. I really do. Because I feel like it was confusing. But yeah. Massive transformational energy coming through. Negotiations. It's like I'm just getting negotiations from this. So, with that being said, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, tip, donate, comment. All those things help me stay motivated to make you guys for videos in the future. I'll still make videos, like, period. But it's like, oh my god, you guys love me. You really like me. You like me. You really like me. But anyway, if you need a personal reading, my information is down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Until time for now. So deck number 3. I don't have any Florida water. And I've been moving around a lot, so my cards are getting beat up, unfortunately. Anyway, deck number 3. What is coming towards you guys over the next 3 months? And this is a timeless, evergreen reading that you can come back to whenever. whenever you find it, it's relevant to you. Please remember these are not personal readings. They will not resonate with everyone, and that's okay. No big deal. It just means the reading is for somebody else today. And if you guys need a personal reading that only resonates with you, you may contact me through email, and I'll get back to you as soon as I possibly can. I want to thank you guys who have bought readings, and I also want to thank you guys who have liked, shared, and subscribed. I really do appreciate that. I could not. I mean, I could have a channel, but I didn't get any views. It would be like, oh my god. So you guys are awesome. But what is coming towards you guys over the next 3 months? Queen of Cups. Ooh, Page of Pentacles. This one wants to come out. If I can get Death card. A lot of the last pile got the Death card too, and the Two of Pentacles. So interesting. Like, these energies are not focused on the Pentacle card that's in the middle. It's like the Queen, she's looking off in left field, and there's the Pentacle card there, and then it's the Death card, and the energies are like moving away from it, like not focusing on this. It's like you might have an offer dropped in your lap, and it changes everything for you and helps you move into the future, but you're not looking for it. Your back is turned to it, and you're like, you get it, but you don't know what to do with it. So you get this energy and you're not sure what to do with it, but it changes things for you. So, what was that top card? We're saying you're not supposed to. Okay. So I want to see what clear for the page. Clear for the Ace of Pentacles. Well, I guess it was supposed to come out. You guys, yeah, not fucking paying attention, basically. And it's like you guys aren't paying attention, but there's something around you that could really help you out. And you might not be paying attention because you just have a lot of shit going on, you know? You're like, I'm trying to balance my finances, but so you don't see the opportunity that is being given to you. It's actually like this lady is like down here looking at this person. So it's like she might be offering you something, but you don't realize it because you got your back turned. You're focused on the past because she's, from my perspective, she's looking toward the past. And she's not focused on the future. She's looking at this cup. She's got her back turned to all of what's going on. And she's not seeing that they're like right behind her. There's a big old coin that she could grab and deal with. And the Queen of Pentacles is like looking at her back. So it's like this person probably has an offer for you, but you're not focusing on it. This could also indicate you guys, because I had this governmental theme going out through all of these decks. Like, it's the government type. It feels like the government, you know, and their stimulus packages and what they're doing in Congress and stuff like that. So it's like, if you didn't get your first check, and you decided not to pursue it, you didn't pursue the avenues, or you didn't go down the avenues to to receive your check. So you're like, oh, I didn't get it. Maybe I'll just keep waiting, right? Um, if you go to the websites and you look into how to get it, you might find out, oh, I can receive my check if I give them my accurate address, or if I give them my changed address, or if I, whatever, right? And that money changes your current situation because it looks like you guys are having financial issues. Or, on a different note, if we're not talking about money and the government, you might be in a state where you got so much stuff going on that you can't look up. You're too busy to look up and see what's around you. But it's like all in your head. Like you think you're too busy when in fact you have plenty of time, or at least you have a few minutes to look up and look around you and see um, what's going on. So the advice that I'm kind of seeing here is that you guys need to pay attention. You need to pay attention because you got two aces around you over the next 3 months. And these two things can change your life, like, period. It's like you're getting offers that can change your life, but you're not focused on them. You're like, oh, I've got too much stuff going on. No, I'm going to look at my phone. Oh, it'll never work because the first one sucked. The second one had too much wine in it. The third one was beer, and I don't like beer. So I'm not going to pay attention to the next one coming because I don't want to. I'm just, done with this situation, right? But really, what it looks like is you've got three aces. You got the Ace of Cups on this card, the Ace of Pentacles here, and the Ace of Swords here. So, really, I just feel like you guys need to pay attention because I feel like there's somebody around you who wants to offer you some things, but you're not focused on it for whatever reason. What does the C card need to pay attention to exactly? That's too many cards. King of Wands came out, the Ten of Pentacles, the Two of Cups came out, the Six of Pentacles has come out in every fucking reading that I've done for this video. And then you've got the Nine of Wands. It's interesting. You might be having like a relationship that could change your life here. I'm gonna see if these come back out again because I want to shuffle. I'm being told to take them. So I was trying to see what what you need to pay attention to. Okay? So the energy changes throughout these cards. So you've got the Ten of Wands, which is like being very exhausted and tired, and like getting close to being overdone with bullshit. And overdone with just like life in general, and like, oh, I'm just gonna focus on myself and my cup, and I'm not gonna focus on relationships, right? So like, I'm gonna focus on me. I'm too tired with this. Everyone is bad. Everything is horrible because he's got this bandage on his head, and he's like having thoughts, negative thoughts that don't help, right? And these are like the thoughts that don't help. So he's like holding these thoughts that don't help as a wall between him and getting what he wants from life. Like, if you want a loving relationship, but you've had sucky, horrible relationships in the past, it's like you're using those thoughts to keep you from seeing, what's around you and what could be. And aces are what could be if you just reach out and grab it, right? So you got that, and then the Six of Pentacles, where it's not equal give and take. It's like you're feeling like, well, I had these relationships before and they really fucking sucked. So I'm just going to if I see someone that I'm interested in, I'm not going to give them the full thing. I'm not going to give them the full amount. I'm not going to give them everything. I'm going to hold back because I've been hurt in the past, right? So that kind of closes you off and make it so that you're not seeing the full picture. You're not seeing everything, and uh, you're not reaching for your full potential because you're holding back. And then there's two of cups here, which is like reaching out, having a relationship, like a soulmate, a low level soulmate, or somebody who is, just a good a good person to have around and in your life. This is like a relationship here that can go to the full blown to the pinnacle. So it goes like from reaching out and being together to being like uh, a legacy, a family, a full blown, whole ass, lifetime, long term, committed relationship. And this person here, I feel like this is the person that you would have that relationship with. But like I said, you get your back turned, you're not paying attention, you don't want to do it, you're not dealing with it anymore. My heart's been broken, I cannot get up and do this anymore. I can't deal with lovers anymore. I just want to focus on my cup. I don't want to deal with this bullshit. I got too much stuff going on. You could also have two offers come in that you have to juggle or weigh the options to see, should I take this one or should I take this one? Should I do this or should I do that? Actually, you could have three offers coming in, or four, because there are four on this card, and then you got the Ace of Cups on this card, so it could be like 3 or 4 offers coming in, and you're like, oh, it's too much stuff at one time. I don't know what to do. Like, what the fuck? It actually looks, and I can understand why you're like weighing your options, because this is like a life changing time for everyone, and for you, it's life changing, but in like a positive way, Um, because you've got like 3 people here, or 2 people outside of yourself that are kind of like hanging around you that kind of want to give you things, or give you some kind of stability, emotional fulfillment, and or clarity in communication, new ideas. So over the next 3 months, look out for these offers. Be open. That's basically what I can say. You got to be open so that you can receive. If you're not open, how can you receive anything? It's like what they say, a closed hand doesn't receive or cannot receive because it's closed. Anyway, goodness gracious. Are there any other messages for pile number 3? No, I want to clarify the death card. Why are all these cards falling out? There are too many cards. I want to clarify the death card and then I want to be done with it. What the fuck? 10, 5, 8, 4, 5, 6. So I'm going to do, like, cycles are closing for you guys, okay? And you're starting over here. This is the beginning of, like, your future, and I can see why you're looking at the past, because our last 6 months have been some bullshit. 2020 will not leave us alone, right? It keeps throwing shit in our faces. And it's like you come to the end of that cycle. Those cycles close out. That closes out. The transformation comes in. And then you got these new offers coming in, but you're focused on the past so hard that it's hard. And I understand why. Because we've all had this weird 6 months, right? And you're looking at the past so hard that you're having a hard time seeing the future and what could be. I think I just did. I think I clarified that was like the clarification for the death card. All of those 10s that came out, all those 10s that came out, all those 10s that came out. Okay, the only 10 I didn't get was 10 of Wands, which is interesting because that's the 10 that indicates stress, like so much stress, like a back-breaking stress. So what I'm seeing here, cycles are closing out for you guys. Many of you have done the work, but you are so beaten down right now. You're like, oh my fucking God. Like, I can't even, do people say that anymore? I can't even. Like, you cannot even right now because of all the bullshit that happened in the past. So over the next 3 months, you're basically being cautioned to not not look at the past so hard, right? It happened. You can't change it. And it left you in a state where you had to juggle all this shit. And now you kind of have to move, allow yourself to move past that. I know it's going to be hard. I realize that you guys have been beaten and bruised throughout this 2020, right? And this is still, even though I'm talking about 2020, this is still relevant to whenever you find it. The basic idea is that you've been beaten up in the past, but you're not broken, okay? And the future is showing that you have potential. Your cycles have closed out, and I know that it's going to be hard um, to look toward the future because the past cycles were so hard. But in the future, there's new beginning. There's transformation. There's new beginnings, and you just have to look at them, look for them, make sure that you aren't sitting here with your eyes closed. Don't sleep on this stuff. Some of this stuff might look like it isn't for you. It'll look like it's not worth your time, but you have to look at it again. Reevaluate. Look at it. I'm hearing that you guys have to look at it like if it's a person. When you feel like, oh, they're not my type for whatever reason, just be open. Anyway, guys, you guys actually have a pretty positive pile because you got new beginnings, old cycles closing out, new beginnings coming in, and I hope that you guys are able to look up and see these things and take opportunities so that you can have a well-rounded life, so you can get what you want out of life. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, tip, donate, comment. All those things help me stay motivated to make you guys more videos in the future. If you need a personal reading, my information is down below. Otherwise, I will see you guys in the next video, hopefully. Ta-ta for now.